Donna, what are you gonna make today?
Hey, so we have St. Patrick's Day coming up, and I wanted to make an Irish soda bread because it's very traditional there, and it's a super easy recipe. It's easy for anyone who's new to baking to accomplish, and you don't really have to worry about messing up anything too bad.
All right, cool. How are you gonna get started?
Okay, so this is really easy because all of our ingredients go in the bowl at one time. So we have regular AP flour. We have some whole wheat flour. To that, we're going to add baking powder and soda for leavener, and some iodized salt as well. Then for a little sweetness, we're going to add some brown sugar. And it's very traditional to add caraway seeds to the Irish soda bread. You can leave it out if you prefer not to have that flavor in there, but I think it gives it kind of like a herbal, nutty flavor to the bread, and I think it works really well.
Very cool.
And then also we've got our currants.
Wait, what are those again?
Currants. So currants are they're like a raisin. It's a berry that is dried. It has a similar flavor profile, very rich and jammy, like a raisin. You could sub raisins in if you didn't have any currants on hand, and it would still work out fine. So we're just going to give this a stir to kind of incorporate all of our dry ingredients together. And then we've got buttermilk. We're going to add that to the dry and mix together. And the buttermilk is going to give it a little bit of a tang, and it's also going to work, the acidity is going to work with the leaveners to help give us some brightness as well. And we're just going to stir well so everything is incorporated.
And approximately how long does that take sometimes?
Just a minute or two. I like to do it by hand. I'm kind of being a little neat for the video today, but I like to get in there with my hands and just kind of mush it together.
And of course, we always wash our hands.
Naturally. Naturally. So you can see this kind of like, it's starting to look like a shaggy dough, and it's going to start to come together. I'm actually going to put it onto my board to kind of knead it and bring it together a little bit more. So we'll just put a little bit of flour down so it doesn't stick. And don't worry if it looks like it's too dry. You can always add a little bit more buttermilk to it, just maybe a tablespoon at a time if you just think it's not coming together well.
And what a difference a flour makes. My mom recently told me about that, and she's like, how old are you? And you just start doing this. Because I couldn't figure out why.
It was sticking?
Yes.
It was sticking, yeah. Then you have those fancy marble boards, or you can get marble rolling pins to chill for like your pie crust. So basically, Irish soda bread is kind of like a giant scone. So you don't really want to overmix it, you just want to bring everything together. You're kind of kneading and shaping it. And you get into a nice, you can do an oblong loaf, you can do a round loaf. It doesn't really matter, whatever shape you would prefer. And this recipe is easily doubled, so if you wanted to make two, that would work out well. So we've got our nice loaf just like this. We're going to place it onto our parchment on a sheet pan, and then it's traditional to kind of put a cross into the Irish soda bread and mark it with a razor blade or a knife. I've got my razor blade here. I'm just going to draw a nice cross, and you'll see it'll open up as it bakes. Really pretty. And then that's it. And then that goes into a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. I'd probably say about 50 minutes will work just about right. You just want to make sure that you're nice and golden all the way around.
And do you have a trick to know if the inside is baked through?
I kind of pick them up and tap them.
Okay.
You can definitely hear a sound. When you have gotten into bread baking a little bit, you can definitely recognize when things are done. It just makes a different kind of a holler noise.
Very cool.
So I have it already prepared one for you guys to see. So I baked this yesterday. So this is my Irish soda bread, and you can see the nice little cross that I've marked inside of it. Like I mentioned, it's kind of like a scone, so you could slice and eat it just the way it is. I think it's even better if you toast it and then butter it or put some jam on it. It's super good for breakfast, pairs with nice with a soup for lunch or dinner, or just a snack in the afternoon for tea.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Donna. She's our culinary adventuress at Catering Works. So we appreciate you coming in and showing us some of your skills.
Well, thanks. This is a lot of fun, and I hope to see you for the next video.
Thank you.